911, where is your emergency?
My she's having a mental crisis. You want to send her to the hospital.
I want to break the door down.
Go ahead, I'll stab you in your neck.
Right,
All right, we'll send an ambulance and an officer over for you.
Just the ambulance is fine.
It's a mental health. We have to send officers also.
July 28th, 2024. Victoria Lee's brother calls 911 to report his sister is having a crisis and asks for medical assistance from the operator.
911, where is your emergency?
Hi, I'm calling from
All right, what's the problem?
right now. She's having a mental crisis. So we want to send her to the hospital.
The operator gets the scope of the situation from the caller. We find out that Victoria is having a mental episode, and according to her family, she suffers from bipolar disorder. The brother requests an ambulance to take his sister to the hospital. At this moment, something unexpected happens. The 911 operator says that an ambulance and police are on their way.
All right, we'll send an ambulance and an officer over for you.
The brother, rather stunned, states just the ambulance is fine.
Just the ambulance is fine.
To which the operator responds that it is a mental health call, and they have to send police for the safety of the ambulance workers. The brother seems a bit concerned and just answers with an, "Oh, okay."
It's a mental health. We have to send officers also.
Oh, okay.
For the safety of the ambulance corps, they have to send them, so we'll send both over for.
Okay.
Okay.
Not long after, there is another phone call placed to 911. Again, it's from the brother, asking if he can just cancel the call, and perhaps this was the correct choice. Did the brother know the outcome if police were to arrive? The operator tells the brother that she cannot cancel the call for a mental health issue, and the officers will arrive shortly.
911, where is your emergency?
Hi, I just called from
Yes.
the emergency. Can I just cancel that call?
Not for a mental health call. The officers will be out momentarily.
There is a long pause between both parties. It's almost as the brother seems nervous to have the police there, and the operator is even more concerned that he wants to cancel the call.
Why do you want to cancel the call?
What happens next is perhaps the most stunning. The brother tells the operator that his sister has a knife. This is obviously very alarming, as the people arriving to assist are now in harm's way.
Right now, she has a knife with her. That's why, right now.
What does she have?
She has a knife with her.
She has a knife with her?
Yeah.
And she's still in the apartment?
Yes.
Okay, the officers will be there momentarily. Is she trying to cut anybody with the knife, or is she just holding the knife?
She's just holding a knife.
Is it a large knife, or just what kind of knife is it?
It's just like a switch, like a foldable knife.
Okay.
The first officer arrives and is met at the door by the brother, who closes the door behind him. It's important to note that the officer heard from the dispatch that there is a mentally unstable person at the residence with a knife in hand. This is worrisome to the officer, and he is trying to find out who has the knife and is assessing the situation further.
You had a knife?
No, it's not.
So who is it? Who's dealing with the issue? Who has that knife? Who's dealing with the mental health crisis? Who's having the nervous breakdown right now?
It's my sister. Yeah,
Who's the problem? Your sister or you?
my sister.
The officer finds out the sister seems to be the one with the mental issues and the knife, and is clearly worried about the safety of everyone involved.
I'm not waiting for sister.
Wait, hold on. Don't. Stop. She has a knife. She's going to hurt herself.
He opens the door and is met by the mother holding a dog and Victoria. The mother immediately starts saying, "Don't come in, don't come in," while Victoria seems to yell some threats at the officer, but it is difficult to understand what she says.
Don't come in, step back. Don't come in.
This is where the situation very quickly begins to spiral, and what transpires next is truly shocking.
What's going on?
No,
The officer begins asking what is going on with the dog, and the brother tells the officer that the dog is being put away. Once again, the officer attempts to open the door, but it is locked.
Put the dog in first.
Alright, put the dog in, let's go. We gotta go.
I'd like you to open my door.
Open the door. Open the door.
The officer continues to get the door open, asking the brother if he has the key. At this time, 4 other officers arrived. They are discussing the situation, but it seems they all agree that they must gain entry to the apartment to make sure everyone is safe.
Open the door, ma'am. You have the key? Open up the door, ma'am.
Is someone home?
Yes. This is Open the door.
What else is
Dog and the...
we have to go in there.
Yeah.
At that point, the officer states that he is going to break the door down, to which Victoria replies, "Go ahead, I'll stab you in the effing neck."
Yeah.
I want to break the door down.
Go ahead, I'll stab you.
At this time, the officers begin removing the brother from the situation and begin to formulate their game plan. Victoria shouts, "Shoot me if you want to which an officer replies, "We don't want to shoot you, we just want to talk to you."
Fucking knife.
Sir, do me a favor.
Shoot me if you want.
We don't want to shoot you.
Before
We want to help you.
Sir.
You're gonna have to follow me, okay?
Alright, before we go on,
As you can see, the officers have a riot shield and begin to discuss who will use lethal force if necessary and who will use non-lethal force. It seems most of the officers elect for lethal force. The officer with the shield asks another officer to go non-lethal.
Go home,
can we
kid.
go less lethal? Who wants to go less lethal? Who wants to go lethal?
I'll go lethal, okay.
Alright, give me someone else non-lethal.
We're gonna break the door down, ma'am.
Once that has been established, the officers discuss entry. It seems like another officer is getting the tools necessary to enter, but the officer mentions, "If you are comfortable to give it a try, that's up to you." And since there was another person in the apartment and they feared for her safety, the officers decide to make entry.
Lethal?
We're gonna break the door down, ma'am.
He's getting the tools. If you're comfortable giving it a try, that's up to you. So they're, normally barricaded, we wait, but there's somewhere in there we need to go.
Yeah.
I think the most shocking part at this point is that the game plan sort of falls apart. The first officer attempts to break the door down without anyone else being ready, in my opinion.
Open the door!
Door, the weapon.
We're gonna break the door! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
The entire ordeal seems like it takes a long time. However, between the first attempt of breaking the door down to the shot being fired, it was a short 15 seconds, and between the door being broken open to the shot being fired was less than 2 seconds. Were the correct decisions made here? Could the officers attempted to talk to everyone further? Was the mother really in danger? It seems like the family was with her the entire time, but they also had enough fear to call 911, so were the officers justified in thinking that the mother was in danger? There are a lot of questions, and analyzing everything after the fact is always easier. How would you have handled the situation differently?
Put a knife down!
Where's the knife? Where's the knife? I got it. Where's the knife? Where's the knife? Drop. Right here,
Oh,
What we do see from the officers after the fact, however, is that there was a knife Victoria had in her possession. We do see an officer that was fairly upset that he had to shoot. We know only one shot was fired, and we see an attempt to assist the victim right away while other officers make sure everyone else is okay.
come on, man, come on, man.
Oh my God!
Well, safety there. Cops and code 2, shots fired.
Alright, your hands. Yeah, pull out.
Victoria Lee succumbed to her injuries in the hospital that evening. Were the decisions made correct? And this was an incredible tragedy, or could better decisions have been made?